I have been crucified. That's it, people. What happens to I? Crucified. You see, that's the issue. That's where the people leave. That's where the people leave. They may say, well, it's too hard, I don't understand it, and cop onto it's too hard. But that's not the truth. The truth is the message is very simple and very logical, and the children can understand it. But see, you can cop onto this, I don't understand what he's saying. People, that's not honest. What is being said is, I don't like what he's saying. You want to get people to leave? Tell them about their personal cross. As long as you talk and say Jesus was crucified, and as long as you take the cross and wear it around your neck, or put a nice cross up here, I don't know whether they're going to have one in the new church or not, but if we do, it'll be a humdinger, I'm sure. Everything else this church does ends up being a humdinger. Nice stylized cross, no problem. No problem. But Paul's answer to the argument about Moses and Christ is not Christ was crucified, I am crucified. And that's where the fat goes in the fire. Or as we said in Wisconsin, the cheese goes in the fire. It's right there. That's the issue. If you can accept that, if you can accept that the heart of what Jesus preached is that you will be crucified, you have the key that will open to you the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. If you cannot accept that, and you can see how that's the obverse of Jesus came so that I might have life and more abundantly, meaning animal life. Meaning animal life. He came so that we might have life and life more abundantly, but it's not the life of playing volleyball on the beach. That's not the life he's talking about. Okay? Not at all. When he says you have life and have more abundantly, he's not talking about Adamic life. He's talking about the life which he lives, which is the resurrection, which is the incorruptible life of God's Spirit, which is not Adamic at all. There's not a drop of Adamic life. It's like oil and water. It will not mix. It will separate of itself. They're not the same. If you can accept that what Jesus is saying to you today as an individual is that I love you and I came to marry you, not to have you with me only, but to be in you and to have you and me so that we are one bone and one flesh. And the root to this is your crucifixion. And there is no other route, because the gate is small and the way is narrow that leads to life, and few people find it. And that small gate is the crucifixion of our first personality. And if you can accept that with no strings, with no yes buts, if you can accept that head on and say, I'll take it, I'll bite the bullet, I'll take that. If that's what Jesus said, I'll take it and I'll live by it and I'll go God's way. And you have just moved yourself out of religion into a new creation.